Hello everyone, Michael here again with your weekly video review. Um, let's get started. I just wanted to quickly take a look at some big picture levels going into the end of the year and preparing for 2017. It's going to be a great year. It's going to be a great 2017. Um, China, I just wanted to start off with the US dollar, Singapore dollar for you. Um, let's do that just to show you. I can talk you through my thinking, and you are correct. I think it's pretty clear that yes, this level has been in, but as you can see, that level's been tested already the first time, so that's why I'm not particularly using it. It is worth leaving on your chart, I suppose, because the first test wasn't that deep into it, so you can see the prices are still struggling to get through it because there's still some orders left in here. But I was looking more at this level up here, um, just for the mere fact that since it was created, prices have not returned to it. So that would be the big picture fresh level for supply, and we're looking at the rally down in here, for the demand. So keeping this one on your chart is okay. Obviously any trades that happen in here, being the second time in, may have to be confirmation, will have to be, I think, confirmation entries. So yeah, that's the picture, the big picture for the US dollar, Singapore dollar. So let's go. I think we've looked at the dollar several times. As you guys know, the dollar is it's obviously very important. Those are the levels, and we have some levels down in here. You can combine both or make it just the one, doesn't really matter. Probably there would be the more accurate one. So those are the two big picture levels going into 2017. We shall see if any more are produced. We're still in here. Oh, okay, looks like we just popped above it this month. Very good. So we've popped above it there. So there cannot be any sell orders left in here by definition. Um, so we're looking at that price level now going into 2017. Obviously the trend is still up, so you want to make sure that you are watching that as well. Okay, so that's the US dollar. I'll do the opposite currency pair, which is the euro. As you can see, they're almost mirror opposites of each other. You can see the euro coming down into demand, and the nearest supply for the euro would be up in here. Okay, so this is what we're looking at for the euro going into 2017. Let's take a look at the pound, my currency. Well, you can see what's happened over the last couple of years, 2 or 3 years now, and we have a new level up in here, which is going into 2017. Might be one to watch. If this one gets taken out, then we have room to go up. We still have the pre-Brexit level up here, which is not tested yet. Prices came close to it with the Brexit spike, but didn't quite make it there. So that would be another level if this lower one is broken. For demand, let's take a look and see what we have below. Okay, so we are looking at that level right there below. So I'll see if I can squash it up and bring it all into one chart for you. There you go. So those are the levels. You can see that this little one here has still continued to hold price. We'll see if the bearish pressure is enough to knock it out, and in that case the next area would be down in here. Okay, so that's the pound big picture. Let's look at the Aussie big picture, where you can see we've had this supply zone in. You could, depending on how you draw it, you can draw it like that, you can draw it like that, and that's caused what we're seeing now. I mean, it's beautiful to see, isn't it? And then for demand, this is really where the demand is. This is I'm combining a couple of levels down in there, but that's where I'm looking at. This is not the picture of demand that I use. It will be really tricky. So you'd be drawing it something like this, because of the big rally. I mean, you could draw it and leave it, but structurally, it's not a great zone at all. It's one to be wary of, I suppose, but I prefer the lower one. Definitely no selling into this area. And maybe if you want to be very conservative, you can then look for confirmation entries in there. Definitely not set and forgets for me in there. Okay, so let's look at which was a big picture guy we're looking at. Let's look at the New Zealand US dollar. So obviously we have, again, it's a beautiful thing. We've had this supply zone in for months and months since it was created, and prices have come back. They're falling down. The next fresh demand is really not until here. So we still have a bit of a ways to run going into 2017. There's nothing in here that is going to stop, that looks like it can stop price. Obviously new demand can form, but for now this is what we see. Okay, so this is still quite a market that's it's heading downwards basically. It's still got quite a bit of a ways to go. Let's look at the US dollar CAD. I'm gonna run through them very quickly. I don't want the video to be too long. So fresh, and in terms of supply, it's a big one. It's a big one, but that one you can see the demand holding. You can see all these little areas holding. Look at what's happened this month. Prices dipped back into this area and it's rising up. They have these guys to battle now. So it's probably going to be a very sideways market going into 2017. US dollar, Swiss, oogly chart, oogly. In fact, I'm not even going to bother. This is really a waste of time in terms of fresh levels. Okay. So I suppose you could do that one. And in terms of supply above, whoa. This is going to be a little bit surprising to people what I'm about to do, but this is the fresh supply that I see on here. This is a pullback into that, and there's nothing else. All these are pullbacks. So this is if this rally continues, I think there is quite a lot of room to go to the upside. So this might be one to keep on the radar for looking for long positions, buying pullbacks in 2017. Let's look at the big daddy. Let's look at oil. Well, not the big daddy, but you know what I mean. OPEC is doing whatever it is they're doing. Are they going to? Are they not? Some reports have said Saudi Arabia has reneged on their promises. We shall see. We follow what the charts are telling us. So that's the fresh supply above current price. You can see the demand here is holding. In terms of fresh demand below, nearest fresh demand below is down in here. Okay, so this is what we're currently looking at now. In 2017, if we break this, the next obvious supply is not until up in here. Yeah, we'll probably have, if we break that, obviously we're going to have new demand zones form as we go up, but that's the area, and there's a little bit above it. Gold. There we go. I just wanted to shut up for a second there. So there you see, those are the levels for 2017. If we do make it there are a few levels up there as well. Okay, I think that is everything. The S&P 500, what can I tell you? What can I tell you? It just keeps going. The market that keeps on giving. That's the demand zone that we had that's worked so far, and there's nothing above it. It's just, so this, for now, this is the demand zone to watch if this breaks, because you haven't broken a monthly level in this market for 7 years. You haven't broken a monthly demand zone. You got close, but you have not broken a monthly demand zone since 2009, and that's unprecedented. Okay guys, thank you all very much. I wish you all a merry Christmas and a massive 2017. Go get 'em.